I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's difficult to imagine how many times these words have been uttered in the last 2,000 plus years to bridge the gap between the difficult times and the better ones waiting on the other side of any given situation. Much of chapter 4 that encircles and leads up to this notable verse has to do with the idea of being blessed by God and filled up to overflowing, but at the same time hungry for the things of God and able to suffer on behalf of those who are in need of His mercy and sustenance in their lives. This is a tricky tightrope to walk because once we get satisfied for ourselves, we have a tendency to forget others around us, a kind of "I've got mine, I don't care if you get yours" mentality. This could relate to almost anything in our lives that we take for granted, from the very free air we breathe to the single soul who needs a hot meal and a warm smile. Creature comforts can actually become a curse if we lose the compulsion to become more like Jesus and learn to draw strength in order to carry a more burdensome cross for the cause of Christ. And once again, this tightrope appears before us to walk, because we are called to God's peace, joy, and contentment in the midst of strife. This contentment, however, is a spiritual state, and we must be careful not to confuse earthly pleasures that might for a time provide temporary happiness. They're not only fleeting and leave one empty again to seek out more satisfaction, but are a poor substitute for the constant companion of the Lord's assuredness in your spirit that can encounter an attack from the wiles of the enemy without being permanently down for the count when it comes to that which is eternally important to the kingdom of God.